I'm back, and a very warm welcome back to Our Home Adventures UK. I have been away. Last week we went away to Poland, to Lublin, to visit some friends, and that amazing town that is just so underrated. Honestly, I cannot recommend Poland, especially Lublin, enough. Well, Lublin's the only city I've been to in Poland, so I cannot recommend that enough. And I'll talk more about that today. But like the title says, one of the very, very big perks of home education is travelling out of season and the lovely cost saving money that you save doing that. So without further ado, I'm going to delve into what we've been doing. Oh, it's not even a couple of months because we're still in June, but we went away to Haven, Caister-on-Sea, that I mentioned in my last video, and the caravan park. And I just did a bit of a comparison to give you an idea. We paid £550, I think it was, around that price for the gold caravan, which is really nice. It's actually bigger than probably the first flat that we bought. It's a 3-bedroom. It has 2 toilets and it has 1 bathroom with a toilet and an ensuite just toilet in the master bedroom, and 2 other bedrooms with 2 beds in each. So my son loves it because he gets his own bedroom and an extra bed, and the girls, they share bedroom. And lately they've learnt from a friend after we went to Butlins, a friend's daughters, her daughters, they decorate their rooms now. So they just bring little items from either their bedrooms or whatever they want to put on the wall, and they decorate it to make it homely. So there's going to be tips along the way, guys, what we're learning on our travels. So that's tip number 1. And also, I cannot fail to mention a really good packing tip, but just after I finish this subject about the cost. So 550 is about what we paid. It's actually more than last year. We only paid around 400 for the exact same spec caravan. But I just did a comparison and I put that up. That is now, if we were to go in August, and I put the beginning of August, they were sold out. So I put my birthday weekday as if I would go to celebrate my birthday. And that caravan is actually nearly three times more. I think it's about 1,400, but I'll put it up there for you. So that's just the caravan, let alone obviously you're spending money and doing activities, because there's lots to do there, and the food, of course. Tip number 2, because I mentioned food, when we went to Butlins and the caravan holiday, we bought our Ninja air fryer. It's an oven one. I cannot recommend that enough. The ovens are not always good at the caravan. Ours had a little gap, and the food took ages to cook. But if you bring an air fryer, obviously quick and simple, that is the aim of caravanning, I think. For parents, can you haul caravan in a holiday? That's a contention, because I think anywhere where you have to cook or clean should not constitute as a holiday. So I don't class it for the kids, 100% holiday. For mum and dad, tip number 3. These are mainly for camping and Butlins and stuff. I saw a friend do this when we went to Butlins, and our car was packed. I have a problem that is getting better, but I'm an overpacker. Is anyone else an overpacker here? I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm an overpacker, guys. I don't know why we end up like this in the car with everything falling on top of us. We're a family of 5. We have a 7-seater car, so we shouldn't really have an excuse. I don't know why. My friend kept joking that it's because I bought the air fryer, but the air fryer is like that big, so that's not the only thing. Probably didn't help that we let the children each have their little suitcases. I think that was more out of the excitement that they got their own suitcases around that time. But I saw a friend, she used these vacuum storage bags. Now, when you go to the caravan, we bring our little hand hoover anyway, but this time we actually forgot it. I was thinking, we've got our little hand hoover so we can actually suck up on our way home. But guess what? These made the clothes so compact. And what I did was I gave each of us one each, and then I put the swim stuff, the towels in one, and I didn't even need to do that. There was so much room, and because they're not bulky, obviously they take up less room in the boot, and we definitely had more space this time when we went to the caravan. So this, and I think you can even use these in suitcases, but you need to make sure at the other end you'll have access to a vacuum to suck it up. When we went to Poland, we went in an Airbnb. They actually did have a vacuum, so we could have used these, and maybe it would have helped, because again, I had the same problem overpacking, and I actually left some stuff with my friend, and I had to throw some bits away. Not a lot. I gave most of it to her. I just have an issue. I think I just need to travel more, and I'll get a pro at it. Tip number 4, I'm definitely going to utilize travel wash more, and not bring soap. So to give context, we went to Poland. Now I'm talking about Poland for 4 days, for 4 days and 3 nights, and it was so hot and so lovely. I could have hand washed some of the items that we wore on the first and second days and reused them for the third and fourth. And I would definitely do that next time I go. And I say next time I go because we loved it so much. I will go next time. Guys, I have so much to tell you about Poland. I've been so excited to do this video because, okay, I have a few beliefs, ideas about education and travel. And from a personal perspective, I was really blessed when I was young to do a lot of traveling. So I've always been a herald of travel in education, because there's nothing like seeing and experiencing something with your own eyes and it opens your world, and I think it makes you less ignorant, and it makes you more understanding to other people. When you realize not not everyone's the same, and comes from the same background, and not everyone lives the same, and your way might not always be the right way. And we live in such a vast world where there's so much to see and do and learn, that for me it's a no-brainer. And my husband and I discuss this all the time. He loves traveling, I love traveling, and I think our children are going to get the bug, because this was our youngest first aeroplane flight. So first time on an aeroplane, and our eldest two, the last time they went on an aeroplane was when they were 1.5. My eldest was, and 6 months old as a baby, my middle child. So they can't remember it, bless them. But for the youngest, it was her first time, and it's a good age. She definitely will and does remember. She said she's my little thrill seeker, and she said the flight, and it was there was a bit of turbulence, like it's going as well. It was a bit rough, and I was not sitting next to her, and I was kicking myself. But then I remembered it was my third thrill seeking child. She'll be fine. And she said, it's like a roller coaster, and she was really happy. So great. And she literally does. She sits on roller coasters and just smiles, and actually acts bored. That she's special, guys. She's really special. So that was the flight. The flights were amazing. I went with another family and a friend. Tip number 5, I think we're on. A friend and I, we shared a 20 kg suitcase, and we halved the price. In hindsight, that's the first time I've done that with children. I think if it was just me, that would have been okay. But with children, I don't think I would do that again, just because as well, getting into the suitcase, but just you have more items with children. But with a friend I went with, she's a pro. She packed her children's clothes for the whole time, and all their bits and games, in a backpack, a normal backpack. I need to learn. So maybe she'll do a video one day. I don't know. I hope so. She did it. And anyway, I think I made mistakes. Like I brought 2 sets of pajamas. I could have bought one because we have this thing in our home. You wear your pajamas for 2 nights, and I just had that. So I was like, and I didn't know if it was going to be cold, and it really wasn't. It was hot, guys. It on our final day, it got to over 30 degrees. So Poland has definite seasons. When it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, it's cold. And you know what you're going to get. Unlike our lovely country. It was so nice actually to come back to sunshine. Like this week's been lovely. So we came back the week of the 19th. So we're in it's the 20th. I'm in the end of June now. So we all know about this lovely weather we're having at the moment. And the tan is tanning. So I'm loving that. Topping it up from Poland. But yeah, it was just an amazing experience. And on that note, I'm going to give you some highlights. Lublin, Poland. I was so ignorant. I literally went because my friend, she's home educates, and she goes back to, it's her country. She goes back for the whole of summer. And she said to me, oh, I found flights for £35. She's just one way, and then she'll book her flight coming back. I was like, £35? That's cheaper than some train tickets, when you go visit, where I swear that was cheaper than what I paid to go to York last year or the year before. Anyway, the thing is, I just had discussions with my husband about we need traveling more. And I thought, her kids, they really get on with my kids, and, we have a good time together. Why not? Let's do it. It's a good way to start our travels. So sorted out the children's passports because they didn't have any. Sorted mine thankfully was okay. I didn't realise it was even in date. But anyway, there you go. Travel was so far from our minds, but not anymore. Anyway, flew over there. She started sending us information what we could do, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a lot going on there, isn't there? So I don't know what I thought, guys. I don't know. I thought Poland was just a lot of countryside. It looked beautiful, and I've always wanted to go because the people I've met are just lovely, and I love their hospitality. Oh, and my best ever neighbour was Polish. I get sad when I talk about it because they moved back. They moved back to Poland, and they were the best neighbours in the world. Shout out to you. You know who you are. I miss you. I love you. And we always said that we would go. So as soon as this other friend asked me, I was like, I'm coming to Poland. Is it far from you? Is Lublin far? Thankfully, not far. 70 kilometres. So we made it happen, and we got to see my lovely ex-neighbours and hang out with my friends. And then that whole other family came, and then another friend came who knew this neighbour as well. So it was just a really pleasant, joyful time. I will be putting footage of Poland that I took in there. Bye, London. We're going to Poland. Polish pilgrims. First time on Wizz Air as well. So let's see what this is like. Go into an underground tour of Lublin, and this place is stunning. Absolutely. Look at just the detail on the buildings, and just so much culture, beautiful weather, and we are going down now. So here we go. It's in Polish, so I don't even know what it says, but here we go anyway. And so it's the underground history, Lublin underground. So underground, the so tell us the rich history of Lublin. Oh, there was a fire in 1719. Oh, Bell Mystery.
underground. And it's the traditional Polish donut, and I got a chocolate, I think hazelnut one, and it's delicious. It's super soft, and even though it's at the end of the day it's only 8 PM, it still tastes really fresh. It's like This is one of the things I wanted to try from the YouTube videos that I watched before I came, and delish. I just want to show you a bit of the sunset. Here we go, we're in the old town again, and this is towards night time, and we're really excited because we're going to go to the castle when it's all lit up. Tour of Lublin Castle tomorrow, but we want to see it at night time and in its glory. So here you go, and have a look at my donut that I'm gonna vamos. I think this is my dinner, and yeah, delicious, and it costs only 8 zloty, which is around £2, because one zloty is about 20p. So loving that the UK is delicious. Honestly, everything's like fresh and yummy. We went to a farmer's market, the fruit and vegetables, but delicious. But here you go, some really pretty sights. See that? Really nice cafes and little shops. There's just a lot going on. It's a really nice vibe, you know, places to chill. It's just a really good atmosphere here. Yeah, we love Lublin. We are entering Lublin Castle, which is now a museum, and during the World War II it was used as a prison camp. So much history, and it's lovely, and you can walk in for free, which is amazing. Behind me, as you can see, is the town town square and the steps up to the castle. So here we go. Oh, it's nice and cool. It's a relief actually. Museum de Lublin. Bird. It's a bit of history about the start and then the interesting place we've come to now. Used for communists and people that wanted independence. I'm thinking maybe those were the prison quarters. I'd love to come back time to do this. But something that sticks out to me about Lublin is the attention to detail in their architecture, and it's just beautiful. So there's just, yeah, as mentioned, I stumbled across this explanation and it was inspired by the Gothic Renaissance and Renaissance period, when it was restored because it had been demolished and rebuilt, and it's been here for hundreds and hundreds of years. And look, the bell from 1604 still originates from the old town. Fantastic. So we are now at a Polish bread making place, and we're going to be making our own Polish breads. Hello, dzień dobry.
On our last night, we were treated to dinner at my friend's dad's house in the village just outside the town, which was just such a gorgeous experience. As soon as you got off the bus, your blood pressure dropped drastically and you just felt an immense calm and peace. We had a really good time with a bonfire, singing around the bonfire and just eating good food, being with good people. Her dad's in a few bands, so he got out, he used to hum instruments, and we had a really good time. We learnt the Polish dance and just get a really, they call it Polish happy time. And so we got a really good experience of Poland and its culture and hospitality at its finest.
So it was an amazing experience. Our host was just impeccable. She was just fantastic. She knows who she is. If she watches this, thank you. We love you. We can't thank her enough. She took us to the city, to the village. The countryside, and we had a really good Polish experience. You know, with the food and the hospitality, guys. I can't tell you enough. Their hospitality is incredible. They make you feel so homely, and the city's beautiful, like stunning. The architecture is just exquisite. It's just, you'll see it. I have some footage for you. But yeah, on that note, that is a big homemade perk. Now, I've been ignited. I want to go everywhere again. So I have already been to quite a few countries, but I want to now take my children around the world. And so yeah, I'm just believing God that we are going to be able to, and thankfully as home educators we have that amazing opportunity to do it cheaply. So that's definitely a perk. I'll give you an example. Our flights ended up being about £70 a return with a 20 kg checked in bag, because that's extra, and all the fees. You know how that goes. You're like, they make it look so cheap, don't they? Like, it's a Wizz Air, Ryanair. Oh, £17.99 for a flight. You're like, yeah. And then you end up at the checkout and it's like £50. But we ended up paying roughly £70 each return for a flight and our flights. And I just did a check again. I'll put that up, and that price is already almost 3 times the amount in August. It wasn't even August, but I was just like, wow, the cost of just the flight now is like the whole. I think I spent all in all about 700, but we did so much. We did aqua park, we did an underground history of Lublin. We did a bakery. Oh, you'll see it. It's so cool. Making traditional bread making with a baker. We had ice cream every day because their food is cheap but delicious. Oh, I miss that ice cream shop so much. We could not have ice cream every day here. 4 massive ice creams cost me under about £7.50 every day. So the kids were in heaven. Loved it. Yeah, a lot of things were cheap and cheerful and lovely, and I miss it so much. We're planning to go back next year, and hopefully we will also visit Warsaw next year, because it's just a 2-hour train from Lublin, and who knows, they're neighbours with Cyprus. And when we were coming home, our queue was Luton, and that queue next to us was Antalya, Turkey, which is popular there, and where I really want to go next. I love Turkey, guys. I love Turkey. I've been twice. I went once before I was married as like a hen thing, to Ishmael, and then our honeymoon we went to Olodines, and now I really want to go to Antalya because of the waterfalls, and we're planning, God willing, to do that out of season as well, because again, another perk in the holidays that is thousands upon thousands, but when we can go, it would be like a third of the price, and you can get some really good deals. And now with Airbnb, oh my gosh, our Airbnb was only, we paid something crazy. I paid like £110 for 3 nights for 4 of us, and my son had a bedroom with his friend. The girls slept in the living room. I shared a room, and then there was one single, 3 bedroom, and we had our own kitchen, bathroom. There was separate bathroom, toilet. £100. That's like 30 something pounds a night for 4 of us, less than £10 each. So you know, there are ways, and sometimes it's cheap. And when I actually broke down our activities, I could easily spend that in England over 2 days. Just the activities, what we did. There was a bike place, and it was £1 with bike hire and 1 hour around this simulated track to teach them how to ride bikes on the road. It seems like very child friendly as well. Lovely parks. Yeah, food delicious, cheap as well. McDonald's, I've paid for 3 adult meals and 1 Happy Meal. It was like £24, and so yeah, cheaper than England. I cannot recommend Poland enough, especially Lublin. I miss it a lot, but it's good to be back, and I'm glad it's sunny.
I have a special hair-raising, exciting announcement to make. On the 7th of August, myself and 2 other parents from our Classical Conversations Home Ed community are going to be raising funds for the Home Ed families for this year, and I'm hoping to raise enough money to cover our venue fee and to help families that need extra assistance. So if you can in any way possible, I'd really appreciate your support in this. The link to the Just Giving page is in the description. Updates will follow, and of course I'll be recording and taking you along the this next adventure with me. This has been something I've wanted to do since I was a teenager, and now is the time and the right cause, and I'm really looking forward to this. So come along and join me, and thank you for any assistance you can give. God bless you. Bye.
And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Like and subscribe. God bless you. Bye.